problem is, when I make my milk tea, I want it to be hot. I used to heat up the milk in the microwave. And, well, that kind of works. I am the muder. But it just is way annoying. And then, it's not like it's a, kanna. Well, it's like a normal glass. It doesn't have like a pointed thing where you can pour it out. And it doesn't have a handle. So I grab the mittens. Or whatever. Something to keep my hands from melting. And and then I try to pour it from the glass into the teapot, which is difficult. It kind of gets everywhere if you do it wrong. And it can get on your hands. It did once, and I burnt my hand. That didn't feel good. Black white dude. Black white dude. Black wicht dude. Black wicht dude. So that guy? Whoa. Right there. No. Oh! That is kind of scary. Scarier than Five Nights at Freddy's. Well. Whatever. So you burn your hand. And then it's like, okay, you heated up the milk, but it doesn't even make that big of a difference. It cools down pretty quickly. So eventually I was like, you know what? I'm gonna stop microwaving the milk. I'm just gonna pour in the milk anyway. I figure, like, if I drink it right after I pour it in, it should still be hot, and like the heat of the tea in the teapot should be enough to not make it cold. I figure the cold milk wouldn't decrease the temperature that much. That was my hypothesis anyway. But it seems perhaps I am wrong. Because it does get cool. And quite quickly too, I'll tell you. And that's not so pleasant. And I always feel like I don't have enough milk in there. I feel like the ratio is off. What I do is I make a decent amount of black tea first, like a decent amount, and then I pour like the tea into a cup or mug or whatever the fuck you call it, and then I add the milk, and then I just pour like a little bit of the milk tea into the cup with the black tea. So then it's like, so the first cup, I only do this because I want a lot of tea, so I feel like, I might as well add a little bit of extra tea at first, and then pour it out, and then I can do the milk ratio, and then, so I'll get like more bang for my buck, you know what I'm saying? Because the cup can hold some tea as well. So I can have a full teapot plus a cup. Problem is, well, okay. Well, not exactly a problem necessarily. Well, the first cup is, of course, very bitter. More so than the other ones, of course, because the ratio is way different. It's like now after I've started adding milk to the black tea, it's like I don't know how I was ever able to drink just black tea. Like now it feels like that is just like so bitter. I don't even know. It's weird how I've changed so much in that regard. And like, because I feel like I don't have enough milk, I feel like the ratio is off. I try to add desperately like more and more milk to like as much as possible, and what happens then is that the teapot gets quite full, and then it's gonna like I'm gonna accidentally pour out some milk tea, so it's gonna get all over the floor and on my desk and stuff. So that's not so good. Further... Whoa. No! I knew it! Oh, and I only add the milk to the black tea. I'm afraid of what would happen if I added it to white tea or green tea. I feel like that would be like... I mean, I have added milk to green tea when it's cold. I have done that. I have done cold milk tea, green tea with milk. I have done that. Trying to recreate this Chenshu Naicha, which everyone is drinking nowadays. Problem is I don't have tapioca. So... well, my version tastes terrible. So I don't know if it's this, if my version is accurate. Maybe it's inaccurate, and that's why it tastes terrible, or if people just like this terrible tasting beverage. I can't. I don't. And it confuses me too. I've read about Chenshu Naicha on like Wikipedia and stuff, and I've discussed it on Reddit and stuff, and it confuses me tremendously because I'm pretty freaking sure. Okay, this beverage is from Taiwan. Let me check a map here. See? Look at how many Asians are lactose intolerant. So what the hell kind of milk are they drinking? Is it all plant milk? Is it soy milk? Because I'm pretty sure that's not what the Wikipedia page said. And then, like, this one dude once on Reddit told me that, oh, they actually use some kind of other type of... They don't use actual milk, but rather another form of it. Like some... I don't know if it was like a powder or something. And that would make sense to me if they are lactose intolerant. Maybe that can fix it. It just tremendously confuses me what kind of process they use, recipe, you know? Because I don't know the freaking recipe. If you Google the recipes, they have milk. But how is that possible if, like, how many, like, 80 to 100% of the... East Asian population is lactose intolerant? It makes no sense. It's very confusing. So yeah, in that case, I've added milk to green tea. I need to Google that shit to see if what other people's opinions are on it. If they add milk to every type of tea or only certain types. So that's the tea, sisters. Shut up!